Well, this is it. Friday. Our last Friday. This is the bluff behind the senior center. I'll explain that. Chapter 15. Serendipitous activity and its effects on capital quantity. Serendipity. Look it up. Serendipity. Serendipitous activity. So it's some kind of adjective. And its effects on capital quantity. Remember again, capital for us means money. But you might be able to figure out what serendipity means just from here. We all went to the fight Saturday night. It was a huge auditorium with the ring in the middle and a bunch of fat men smoking cigars that smelled like dog poop when a hot mower blade hits it. Women with not a lot of clothes on were hanging on to the men. Because I was a sponsor, I had ringside seats for Arnold and my family. When we arrived, it was pretty exciting. Joey came out in big red robe, followed by his manager in a red t-shirt. He took off the robe and pumped his arms in the air. He had on red trunks. The ring announcer introduced the fighters, and we cheered like crazy. Grandma blew kisses, which made Joey blush and look away. The other man wore green. When the bell rang, the fighters came out of their corners and took a stance in the middle like they were going to box. Only they didn't. The man in green swung at Joey, and Joey ducked a little and used his right hand to hit the other guy so hard it sounded like somebody had slammed a melon with an axe. The other boxer slid backward, already out cold, until he hit the ropes, then slithered between the bottom rope and the mat, and then out of the ring to land in the lap of a fat man smoking a cigar. We all jumped up, screaming, "Joey, Joey, Joey, pow!" He waved a glove at us. The fight lasted for 4.5 seconds. That was it. The purse was $5,000, and I was due for half. Wow. Excuse me. This was just a start for Joey. He was going to have many more fights. When I went to bed that night, I had a dream about him doing a whole bunch of 4.5-second fights until he became world champion. It was a great dream, in color, with Joey wearing the red trunks for luck, and with a lot of action. And because it had been such a late night at the fight, I slept hard. And when the phone rang by my bed, when the phone by my bed woke me up the next morning, I was still in the dream. "It's me," Arnold said. "We have a new development. Don't worry, as long as he keeps wearing the red trunks, we're bound to win." What? The dream, it was hard to shake. "As long as he keeps wearing the red trunks." "Wake up, it's me, Arnold." Oh, I shook my head, scattered the dream. "All right, so what's the problem?" "It's not a problem. You remember the walleye stock?" "Sure, the one that made me rich?" "That's the one. Well, I put in a sell order back when I said I did, and the record said it sold for $4, excuse me, $4 a share, and you came up with $48,000 and change?" "Yes, and change. Except the sell order didn't go through like the computer said it did, and the stocks didn't change hands the way they were supposed to, some kind of technical foul-up. So for all this week, you've still owned walleye stock. In fact, you still do, and there have been some massive shifts in the value." Even half awake, I could feel a sinking in the center of my stomach. "How much?" I said, though I didn't really want to know. "Did we lose?" "Oh my, no. The stock didn't go down. It went up." "Up?" "Yes. There was a secondary merger of some stature. A larger software company took the whole thing over. They're always doing things like that, these high-risk software stocks. I remember what..." "Arnold, how much?" "Oh, well, the merger triggered more interest, so the stock jumped to $40 a share. You have 12,000 shares at $40 a share." Numbers, more numbers. 12 times 4, 48. No, not 48, but $480,000? "Yes, of course there'll be fees and commissions and the like, but still, it should be a little under that figure. Now listen, please. It's Sunday and the market is closed, but I heartily recommend that tomorrow morning when it opens, we sell the stock and put the money in something solid and long term." I didn't faint. This time I didn't faint. But I did hang up, and I got out of bed and went down to the kitchen where Mom and Dad and Grandma were having a late breakfast. And without thinking about telling them to sit down, I gave them Arnold's news and found out there must must be a weak male gene in our family because Dad fainted. We put him on the couch. He's coming around. Grandma patted his hand. She turned to me. You know, dear, Grandpa always said, take care of your tools and they'll take care of you. So that's it. That's the end. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the story. There is a sequel, oddly enough, called Lawnboy Returns, if you want to read that. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed finding all these different places to read since we're not reading in class, and it's been kind of nice. So the reason that we're on the bluff, the reason that I'm ending the book here, and we see the mouth of the river, is that, you know, endings are beginnings and beginnings are endings, just like the mouth of the Kenai is an ending where the water comes out, but it's also a beginning when the fish come in the river every summer. And as a beginning, this is the exact place right here. Well, actually some of it's sloughed away, but 28 years ago on June 6th, my wife and I got married right here, overlooking this bluff, and it was a day just like today. Actually, that day was even more beautiful than today. There were less clouds in the sky. So anyway, that's why it was important to end the book and I guess our year here. I have missed you, and I hope you have a good summer, and let's not get all mushy, shall we?